I love freedom. It is my top personal value, and I almost always choose freedom over safety. I hate being told what to do. I like at least having the option to do what I want. And just, it's really important to me. And something I think that in the modern world, freedom gets talked about a lot. And I think there's something that a lot of people are missing about the conversation. And that is that one of the most important kinds of freedom, because there are different kinds, one of the most important kinds of freedom for a person to have, according to me, is the freedom to commit crimes. Let me explain. So, in most, dystopian and current and past very autocratic governments, there is a lot of oversight. There is a lot of surveillance. There is a lot of just the government knowing what you're doing, a lot of tracking, spying, and all these kind of things. And it's, in my opinion, if the government can do that, or if even individuals and companies can do that, then it doesn't matter what kind of quote-unquote freedoms they are granting you, because that can change. Their ability to know what you're up to will not change. So, for example, let's say your job has video cameras on you at all times. Now, they may say, yeah, we're not going to, you have the ability to stop and take breaks and stretch if you need to, and chat with each other, and, they're not really cracking down on you, but they always could. Let's say they run into some hard financial times and they want you to really pump out a lot of work for them. All of a sudden, every time you start to pause and stretch and chat with your buddies at work, you're getting a phone call. Hey, we see that you're not doing anything. Can you get back to work, please? And same with, say, social media. If the government is tracking and trying to approve of everything that you are saying on social media, for safety reasons again, fine, because, they're most likely not going to do anything about it, but they could. And there are so many laws out there and so many rules that if somebody wanted to get you for something, they literally could. It's almost like you hire a lawyer and say, I want to sue this person. What for? Find something. There's always something, because of so many laws and rules and regulations. There's always something that somebody can be got on. And to me, and this even goes to individuals, with Ring doorbells and stuff like that. I don't even like those insurance cameras in your car, the Ring doorbells, the video surveillance around the house. Technically, it's to keep us safe again, but it can be used, it can be tapped into by companies, governments again, because everything is being videoed and surveyed, including me right now, videoing myself. with my opinions. And the thing is that once these systems are in place, unless something wild happens that basically has to shut down the internet, they're never going to go away. To get down to the gist of it, I believe that with all this surveillance, be it personal, through businesses, or through the government, I don't think it matters what freedoms are granted to us, because that can change. You know, the next administration comes up, or the next person gets elected, or the next emergency measures have to go through, and all that changes in a second. What matters to me is, like I said, the ability to commit crimes, which basically means the ability to do things that the government doesn't approve of. And we don't have that anymore because of the surveillance. So to me, the fact that the government exists and the fact that they have access to this surveillance, freedom is a moot point, because they can revoke or change or emergency measure anything they want. And now that they have the ability to know everything that we're doing, the being granted freedoms just doesn't matter anymore, because they can ungrant freedom and they can know exactly when you're not complying. So to me, the freedom to commit crimes is one of the most important freedoms, and it doesn't really exist anymore, sadly.